Vlogtober. Today is Wednesday. No, it is not. No. Today is Thursday. Thursday, the 6th of October. I didn't vlog. Oh, look at that. Rings are closed. I closed my rings. I closed my rings. Happy day. I got enough steps. Yesterday, I did not vlog because yesterday was a hard day. Kind of, sort of. Miss Gracie went in to get her teeth cleaned yesterday. And for dogs, when they go in for like a teeth cleaning, they put them under general anesthesia. So it's a whole thing. And it turns out after they took x-rays, they found all the way in the back that she had abscessed teeth in the very back. So she actually had to have 2 teeth removed. So it was a big day for little Miss Gracie yesterday. She was groggy when we got her home. She was sad. She took a bite of a piece of cheese and she apparently eats in the side of her face that they removed the teeth from. So the first thing she tried to eat later in the evening yesterday was this little piece of cheese I gave her, and she picks it up and she immediately chomps on it, spits it out because she chomped right on her surgical sutures, and then proceeds to pout in a way that I have never seen my dog pout before in her life. It was both hysterical and the saddest thing I've ever seen all at the same time. But today, thankfully, thank you, Lord, she's doing much better today. She's acting like her normal self. She's actually eating a little bit. She's really miffed because we have to soften her kibble, and she doesn't really like the softened kibble. She's like, either give me soft food or hard food. Don't soften my kibble. And I mean, I can understand. It's like, it's kibble mush. Ugh. So she's not really happy about that, but she's been playing, she's been active. I finally got her to drink some water. She's been acting like her normal self, which is a really, really great thing. And then today I have been doing a lot of things. I got a solid elliptical workout in, which felt really, really good. I filmed a video today. I scripted and filmed the video today. I'm trying this whole like outline the script technique thing. So I did that for a video today. And what else did I do? Oh, the thing you're about to see. I had about 1 billion packages that needed to be unboxed, and I wanted to do it in front of the camera for Vlogtober, and so I finally sat down and did it. So here is my random unboxing. All right, friends, first order of business today. In front of me, you can't see, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. One of them's already open, packages that I've been waiting to do an unboxing, and I've been periodically going like, oh, I need that out of that box. Oh, I need that out of that box. So guess what? We're doing the stinking unboxing. It's just a kind of oh, look at that. Knocked into the tripod. It's just kind of a collective haul, or it is a collective haul. No, kind of. It's a collective haul of the things that I have been purchasing lately. This all was purchased before my no spend went into effect. So be aware of that, except for like the Amazon stuff, because when it's for the house, it doesn't count. So we're gonna start with my Primally Pure order. Primally Pure is a skincare brand that I mentioned not too long ago. I actually am one of the affiliates for them now, and this product is actually one I reordered twice. I love it that much, and it's really helping my skin. I love the smell. I'm obsessed with the smell. So I ordered the Clarifying Serum, and this is the 1 ounce bottle. It is quite expensive, but you literally use like 3 drops at a time. So it lasts a really long time, but it tells you something that I have gone through a previous 1 ounce bottle and a 1/2 ounce bottle, and this is my 3rd bottle. The other thing I ordered is actually in the shower and wet, so I'm not going to show it to you. It is the charcoal face bar. Their cleansers are all bars. They're not gels. So, which is really interesting. And I have the baby one and I have the soothing one. I like both of them a lot. But since I was getting some clarifying products because my skin's been having a day, I got the clarifying bar and I've used it twice, last night and this morning, and I love the way it makes my skin feel. I woke up this morning with the cleanest feeling skin I have had in a long time, even after overnight and wearing the APAP machine and slathering a whole bunch of stuff on my face before bed. And the only thing I changed in last night's routine was this bar, and I just really love it. So what I do is I soap them up, and I get like actual soap on my face, and then I take my Clarisonic and I soap up the head of the Clarisonic too. So as it's Clarisonicing, there's a whole lot of soap action happening. So that was the first thing that I ordered. I don't even know where to start, y'all. I don't even know where to start. Let's do Amazon, because that's probably the least exciting. Our first Amazon package is Another order of Zen Basil Seeds. I freaking love these. These are my chia seed replacement. I'm still actively working through my chia seed collection. And by collection, I mean I bought like the 3-pound bag and that lasts you forever. These are chia seeds on steroids, essentially. They are basil seeds and they have 6 per serving, 2 tablespoons, 6 grams of fat, 15 carbohydrates. Every single carbohydrate in this is fiber. Every one. 15 grams of protein. And 15 grams of fiber and 5 grams of protein for 130 calories. I've been loving these as I'm working on doing some overnight oats things and more smoothie things. These are going to be an essential ingredient in those recipes. Oh, it's super exciting stuff in here. My multivitamins that I ran out of. This is my third bottle of the Now Foods Eve for women. They have Adam and Eve for, which, you know, makes me wonder if they're a Christian company. I don't think they are, but now I kind of want to look. So their multivitamins for men are Adam and for women are Eve. And these are just a lot cheaper than some of the other ones that I have found that are formulated for women outside of like your general one a day and whatnot. And I really liked all of the ingredients they have in here. And they also have ingredients geared specifically towards women. Lutein, lycopene, vitamin K12, even primrose oil, cranberry concentrate, which is good for your urinary tract stuff and whatnot. I liked the balance of all of the stuff they had in here. It's got all of the things you want and more. It's got iodine and magnesium in here. Really, really solid thing. And it's not overly expensive. I really love Now Foods. You guys know every supplement I buy, if I can get it from Now Foods, I do, because it's a reputable brand and they are not overpriced. And it is amazing. So these are a lot cheaper than the other high-end women's vitamins that I have purchased. And then it's super exciting. Photo paper for our printer. My husband's been hounding me to print out the photos. You know those adventure books that we have where like you scratch off the dates? You're supposed to take photos at every one of those that you do, and then you print out the photos and you tape them into the book. And we haven't done that for a single one of these dates that we've been on. So he's been hounding me to do that. So I finally got the printer paper so I can do that. Coffee break. Speaking of coffee break, oh look, this has a little sticker on it that says packed with care by Jamie. How nice. This is my Nespresso order. Why is there an Nespresso order? Because, believe it or not, I'm freaking obsessed with the pumpkin spice Nespresso coffee. Pumpkin spice cake coffee. I did not think, especially after having a couple of years now where I have been very anti pumpkin spice flavored coffee, I was shocked, absolutely and utterly shocked that I loved it so much. So I ordered originally 3 containers of it, and each container contains 10 pods. And I was like, okay, I will use 1 container a month so I can just kind of, you know, every once in a while have some pumpkin spice coffee, ration myself, whatever. Y'all, this is the pumpkin spice coffee, and it's 1:43 p.m. So like that tells you where we're at with the coffee consumption. With this and the pumpkin spice nut pods, which I also have not liked in years past, the combination of the nut pods in this is like a cup of fall heaven, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. So what did I do? I was like, you know what? Screw the 10 pods a month thing. I'm gonna order a month's supply and just drink it for the next month because I like it. So I just put my last box of the 3 that I previously ordered in my thing, and now I have 3 more, and this is it. And the only reason that this is it, I'm not ordering any more, is because in theory, by the time I'm running out of these, it will be a peppermint mocha season, and it will be Christmas coffee season, and I will be able to try those flavors, hopefully. I know that the nut pods for the holiday collection for nut pods has already been released, and that was already like, oh, because the pumpkin spice, or not pumpkin spice, the peppermint mocha one is my absolute all-time favorite creamer of all time. All time. And so I was like, oh no, but I just ordered more pumpkin spice coffee. I'm like, it's fine. We'll use up the pumpkin spice and then it'll be time for peppermint mocha season. No big deal. Next up is my order from Loma Beauty. Loma Beauty, if you guys recall, is a hair care brand that I am obsessed with. I love. It was a brand that you could only buy in the salon, and the salon that I used to go to for my girl in Chicago before she went freelance sold this. And it's great because it's kind of in like the moderate price range. It's no drugstore price, but it's also not like your $500 hair care product either. It's a really nice happy medium for those that can afford to spend a little bit more but don't want to completely break the bank. For an example, this shampoo in the liter bottle, the whole big liter that I keep in my shower, is $50. So like, it's not cheap, but it's not, it could be worse, right? It could be worse. So I placed an order specifically because I ran out of the dry shampoo. I just finished up my dry shampoo and needed more, but I like to purchase for free shipping. So I was like, what else do I need? Y'all, what else do I need? So here's what I ended up purchasing. The type of shampoo and conditioner that I use from them is the Nourishing line. So I use the green bottles, and I have forever and ever. They smell amazing. My husband loves the way my hair smells when I use this stuff. The scent aromatherapy is cranberry and pear. I grabbed a regular size bottle of the shampoo and conditioner specifically for travel time because we're going to be gone long enough where I'm going to miss my hair care products, but not so long that it's worth ordering giant ones to like have down in Florida or anything like that. So I was like, you know what? Let's be reasonable and just order the basic thing that I can throw in my suitcase. So that's that. And then when you ordered the 12-ounce duo, you got a free full size, currently in my shower because I use it and I love it, deep conditioner, also from the Nourishing line. Or I guess it's technically Nourishing because it's still green, but it doesn't say Nourishing line on it. But I got this for free. I was like, you can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. And then I got the dry shampoo because that's actually what I needed. And then I did order another liter of the Nourishing conditioner because I go through the conditioner 3 times as fast as I go through the shampoo because I alternate and sometimes we'll use dandruff shampoo and things like that. And I just use more conditioner, although with my short hair now, I might use a lot less actually. So I ordered that. So that was what I got from Loma. Fun fact, I am also a Loma affiliate. I love becoming affiliates of the companies that I love and use. I have used these products for years now, probably at least 4 years, maybe a little bit longer. And when I stopped temporarily, when I couldn't get them in the salon anymore, I got them back once they opened their store and they're like, hey, we have an online store now. Thank God, because I didn't have anywhere around here that sold them. And so once I got the products back and I was able to use them again, I was like, never again. Never again am I going without. It makes such a huge difference in my hair. Such a huge difference. Oh gosh, there's 2. There's 2 more things, you guys. I thought there was only 1. Bath & Body Works. This is very simple. It's a home fragrancing haul. I ordered on half price candle day, so I was like, you know, you gotta get a couple of candles because I actually realized I was out of fall candles. I don't know how I let that happen. I have no leaves candles in my house, and leaves is my signature fall scent. How did this happen? I don't know. So when candle day rolled around, I ordered some. But first, oh, this is leaves, okay. First, I ordered the duo set of wallflowers. These were on sale for 3 for $30, so $10 a piece. So I got leaves. And then they had Christmas ones out. Not all of them, but some of them. And my signature Christmas scent is 'Tis the Season. And it didn't make sense for me to try and get Christmas candles or anything, even though there weren't a whole lot really available. But because we tend to be out of town for the holidays, right? So we don't really decorate our house anymore, which of course is like, it's actually devastating to me, but I'm living with it, right? But that means that I don't really need Christmas candles, especially early, because like I'm not gonna be here to burn them. So what I bargained with myself, I was like, I have a 'Tis the Season candle sitting in my thing, but I ordered Christmas wallflowers because I can make it feel Christmassy and cozy all the way through January and February, easy peasy. So I also got this new fragrance, I think it's new, called The Perfect Christmas. The Perfect Christmas. It says, what does it say? Fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, toasted marshmallow, and natural essential oils. So sounds like it smells delicious. So then, since when did their candles come in these individual boxes? Now I have to work to open the stupid boxes too? Come on, really? This is awful. This is really not fun. Why are you like this, Bath & Body Works? Why? All right, well, let's see if I can open this without killing myself. Why is this a thing? That took me enough time where I had to like stop the recording. So I got 4 candles. 2 are my tried and true, my leaves candle. This is just, oh, it's appley and delicious. Crisp red apple, golden nectar, warm clove spice. So good. Like I said, I ordered 2. This is my signature fall scent. 1 is going in my office and 1 of them is going to stay downstairs. And then I ordered 2 scents that I have never had before. The first one is Cider Lane. Never smelled it before. Ready? Oh, it's a lot more subdued than I thought it would be. That's nice and light. Maybe this one will stay downstairs. Bourbon glazed apples, maple sugar, creamy vanilla. So it's not, it still smells appley, but it's not as strong as leaves is. So my husband might actually like that one a lot better. Maybe that'll stay downstairs. And then, look at the cute detailing on this first. Look at that. It's got a little plaid. How cute is that? This is warm apple pie with the cutest label I've ever seen. Let's see. Granny Smith melted brown sugar, flaky homemade crust. Yeah, that smells like apple pie. That definitely smells like apple pie. So, leaves is the strongest one, but once we get them burning, that might change. So, that was my really long, oh no, I got one more box. Dang it. I got one more box. One more box. Here's hoping that half of the length of this I can just edit out because it was me opening things. So, this is my last book of the month box. There are 3 books in here, and the reason why is because there have been plenty of months during my annual subscription to Book of the Month that I have opted to skip. So I had credits hoarded towards the end of the year, and my subscription was going to renew in October, and I wasn't sure whether or not I had to use or lose all of my credits before I canceled. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pick 3 books and go with it. So these are my books for the month of October. The book of the month that I picked was Jacqueline in Paris. It's supposed to be a cute, like, I don't even know if it's romantic or not. Well, what it says is, from the best-selling author of The Lost Vintage, a rare and dazzling portrait of Jacqueline Bouvier's college year abroad in post-war Paris, an intimate and electrifying story of love and betrayal and the coming of age of an American icon before the world knew her as Jackie. So, sounded interesting. It was the one that sounded the most interesting to me out of all of the options for the book of the month. And then I got 2 books in a series. This is supposed to be a kind of spicy series, which I am all for. It's more historical fiction type stuff, but it's from the League of Extraordinary Women, and it's by Evie Dunmore. And the first book is Bringing Down the Duke, and then the other one is A Rogue of One's Own. So this is book 1 and 2 of, I think, a 3-book series. So I used my credits to get my hands on those. I was like, all right, something a little bit different, but we got the spicy aspect of it, so why the heck not give it a try? So those are the books I got in my book of the month. Now I'm done with this haul. All right, so I'm trying to get away from the sound of my air fryer going, but today's dinner is happening early. It's 4:13 and I'm already cooking dinner. Why? Because I completely skipped lunch and I have back-to-back calls tonight. First at 6 o'clock, I have my group coaching call. It's Mindset and Macros round 2. And so we have that call from 6 to 7. And then at 7 o'clock, I have a call with my Patreon members where we are discussing the topic of the month, which is seasonal living and whatever else comes up. So I opted to skip lunch because I wasn't hungry, and I was like, that's fine. I'll just eat my bigger dinner, like my biggest meal, later than noon, but earlier than 6. So I'm working on preparing it now, and it's actually a whole hodgepodge of things. So let me show you. So we're starting with this combination of foods. This is literally just a hot mess of stuff. I made this yesterday with the hot dogs, which I'll show you in a minute. And then I made, these are Brussels sprouts. I didn't make them. I bought them frozen with bacon bits and then tomatoes. And I decided I'm going to put all of this in the air fryer, let it crisp up and whatever, and just be like this whole hot, crispy mess of goodness. And then these are Butcher Box hot dogs. So they're really high in fat, but good grass-fed pork, grass-fed pork? Is it grass-fed pork? And grass-fed beef meat. So we got like high quality fat and protein in this, and then everything else is carbs. So I'm gonna chop up 2 of these and put it in with the combination of vegetables that's going to be air fried up. Check it out. It's a lot of food. I'm not gonna finish this, but it is made, and I don't have a sauce for it. I was like, oh, I should use like a fattier sauce. No, there's plenty of fat in the meat. So I'm just gonna use some ketchup. Delicious looking, isn't it? For breakfast this morning, I am doing kind of a little hodgepodge type situation here. I decided I wanted avocado toast, but I also wanted some extra meat in there, and for funsies, I don't know what possessed me to do it, I put Parmesan cheese in here too. So I don't exactly know what it's going to end up tasting like with Parmesan cheese and avocado and tomato and all that, but I feel like you can't really go wrong, right? When it comes to adding a little bit of cheese. So we'll see what happens with the final product. All right, there's what it looks like. It's a little bit of a hot mess, but it looks delicious. It smells delicious. Hello, happy Friday. If I look like I'm on the struggle bus, it's because I'm on the struggle bus today. It is, first of all, cold. It was in the 30s when I woke up this morning. This is the debut of my Sherpa-lined hoodies for the winter and fall season because it's going to be starting to get colder overnight, which is fine. You know, it happens, not a big deal. And it's currently 10:43, and last night I had a sleep interruption that just jacked up all the things. My husband got up to go to the bathroom, and apparently in an effort to be kind to me, because he had no concept of what time it was, he tends to like get up and then go to the bathroom, and then his alarm goes off while he's in there, and then it wakes me up, and it's a whole thing. In an effort to prevent this, he realized as he was getting to the bathroom, he didn't know what time it was. So he walked over to my nightstand to try and find my phone. And in the process of doing that, my phone wasn't on my nightstand because I fell asleep with it on my chest, so it was buried somewhere next to me. He knocked over my metal water bottle. So at 4:14 in the morning, I awoke with an adrenaline pumping jump start because there was a loud crash literally inches from my ear. And so I woke up at 4:15 and could not fall asleep until after 5:30 in the morning. And there were multiple times throughout that whole process that I wondered, I'm like, should I just get up? Should I just get up and go sit out on a recliner and read for a couple of hours? Should I just get up and have like a, 5:30 a.m. day, whatever? I got up at one point to go to the bathroom, probably at about 4:45. And then I took my 1,500 milligram CBD oil, which I keep on my nightstand specifically for this purpose. When I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm struggling to go back to sleep, I take a dose of the heavy hitting CBD oil, and it works every single time. It takes about 20 minutes, but it works. So I laid there, and as I was finally contemplating getting up, because it was about 5:30, I started to doze back off. And I was like, oh, of course. And then I woke up again when my lights went on at like 6:45 and immediately fell back asleep and didn't get up till 7:45. So I'm struggling because of the energy, but then also one thing that happens to my body, which is, I don't know if it's normal or not, but when my sleep gets jacked up, my stomach gets uncomfortable. Like, I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good. I ate breakfast. You guys saw my breakfast, and it was delicious, but it's just sitting like a rock. And I'm like, oh. So I'm having a struggle bus of a day, to be completely honest with you. And then, to top it off, I have to call the APAP machine supply people because I placed an order for resupplies on the 29th of September and have not gotten a notification that they were even going to ship my stuff yet, and I need it. I waited till the 29th because that's when the insurance was going to be willing to pay for it, and I waited till that day, and there's no indication that my products are coming to me. And then I finally got my notification for shipping for my 2023 Power Sheets that I'm supposed to be able to review and have a video go live on the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. The 12th is launch day and the day that my video is supposed to go live, right? Do you know what day my package is supposed to arrive? Do you know what day? The 12th. The 12th. So I can't even do my launch video unless UPS really gets their act together and manages to get it here early. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, I literally planned my entire content calendar around the Moxie Life content launches and the Power Sheet content launches, and freaking Power Sheets didn't get their acts together. I mean, I know there's a whole lot of drama happening with them. I understand that. I know that. But freaking have it together for your affiliates so they can do their job. So that's my Friday so far. It's not even that I'm in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just like, ugh, you know, but such is life. So now I'm going to, because I want to work out, but I need to make sure that my stomach settles first. So I'm going to make my phone calls and then I will work out. All right, we started the week with a Target haul. We're going to end the week with a Target haul. I saw a couple of recipes, looked up a couple of recipes, happened upon a couple of recipes that I want to try out over the weekend and early into next week. So I went and got what I needed for those things. I got some, well, these are just because we haven't had cheese sticks in the house in a while. But one of the things I want to make is a butternut squash, because we have a butternut squash right over there. Butternut squash casserole to use up the butternut squash. Never made one before. Have no idea how it'll go, but it sounded delicious. I actually used the recipe that our CSA company in the description of all of the different produce they offer. When you're making your list for the week, they give you suggestions on how to use it, which I think is really great. And this recipe was the suggestion underneath the butternut squash. So I decided we're going to have it with some turkey tenderloin, change things up just a little bit, but keep it lean. And it has like sage and 2 different cheeses and bacon, which I already had, and breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs are also for the butternut squash casserole. So there's one thing. Then I stumbled upon this recipe on TikTok from, I want to say it's like Fit Mom. I will put her handle right here. She's on Instagram and on TikTok, and it was for pesto chicken rice bowls that you make ahead and then they're just ready for you. So I will, once I try these out, I will share the recipe and stuff with you, and I will link her down below and everything. But the ingredients are basmati rice, fat-free Greek yogurt, plain, cherry tomatoes, chicken breast, and pesto. So I got everything we need for that. And then this was just a new thing, the autumn spiced Caesar salad. So I thought, why the heck not? Chicken broth also goes into this. That's how you hydrate the whole thing. I bought 2 because I have to use chicken broth in a recipe tonight as well. I got 2 more of these Uncle Ben's only because they were on sale on Target Circle for 25% off. And since this is what I use, including the spices in the soup that I'm going to make tonight, I love having these on hand because my biggest fear is they're going to run out when I need them and I'm not going to be able to get my hands on it. And I want the seasoning and stuff too, right? And then, y'all, I got a couple more cake mixes because my cake mix cookies were so successful and I shared them on Instagram and all of you kept coming at me with amazing flavor ideas and suggestions for what I should try next. So I have lemon. I'm very curious what the rainbow chip will turn into. And then I got red velvet, and I was going to get another spice cake mix. Spice cake was out. There was none. So everybody's using spice cake. Of course, it's this time of year. So tonight, red velvet's going to get made because I have all of this leftover cream cheese frosting that I don't want to let sit for too long. So I needed a flavor that was appropriate for the cream cheese frosting to use. So naturally, red velvet was my second choice when spice cake wasn't there. So this has been sitting out. I'm hoping by the time these are done, it'll be soft enough that I'll be able to just spread it nice and easy. Use this up. That'll be gone. We'll have more cookies and everything will be right with the world. So there's my Target haul. Okay, so I thought I would mention I'm currently making my red velvet cookies, and for whatever reason, this dough, which I'm going to touch with my hands because it's just for me and my husband, is much more of the consistency of a tougher Play-Doh than the pumpkin one was, the spice cake one was. The only thing that I did differently was I didn't blend my flour in before I added the cake mix, so it was a little bit more powdered ingredients all at once, but that really shouldn't be the issue. The only other thing I can think of is in the spice cake ones, I actually put a couple of tablespoons. Like I didn't measure it. It was just plop, plop, plop. You saw in the video of pumpkin. But the pumpkin must have moistened it enough to make it a little bit more easy to work with. I actually had to stop twice while I was using my hand mixer and unclog the blades because the dough got so tough. So I'm really interested to see, I mean, look at this. I might as well be playing with Play-Doh. That's exactly what this feels like, is Play-Doh. I'm really interested to see how the cookies come out. All right, cookie update. They did turn out a little bit different, but they're still really, really good. The edges actually got a little bit crispy, so they're that crispy edge cookie with a very, very soft center. So they turned out great. They taste good. They taste like red velvet. They taste legit. So I think it was, in fact, the little bit of pumpkin I put in that added just enough moisture to the spice cake to prevent that from happening and making the dough a little bit easier to work with in terms of scooping and plopping it. But it worked. It worked, and now you got like a crinkle cookie, hard on the outside, soft on the inside, delightful. So that's the cookie, the red velvet cookie situation. Then over here, this pot of deliciousness is a thing of beauty and our dinner. This is Emily Bites creamy chicken wild rice soup, but I make two fundamental changes to the recipe now. Instead of fat-free half and half, I use regular half and half. And instead of light butter, I use regular butter. Other than that, it is verbatim, the recipe. Mine turns out nice and thick. It's almost like a stew. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And it is now almost 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna eat.